Hello, we are live. Another Sunday evening with the thought that we're going to look at the Caves of Chaos. Just a little peek through, because I will be making a DM guide, and in fact I've started writing the script, to be fair, so I have looked at quite a lot of it. But yeah, there's more things to look through. Today I've been recording what did I record? The Keep section, yeah, Keep on the Borderlands. And then I got a message, a comment saying the Tyranny of Dragons thumbnails, AI thumbnails, what I replaced my original ones with, were cheap. Yeah, they are cheap, yeah. But they're better designed than what I could do. However, some of you might know that I'm undergoing coaching from vidIQ and getting into the habit of trying different styles of thumbnails. So, you know, I am in a phase of learning and evolving. So, yeah, as soon as that comment came in, I thought, oh, yeah, okay, that is my best performing series. I should go back and do something about it. So thank you if you are watching this on the replay. No one really watches it live. I'm trying to get ahead of the game though. When lives become landscape and vertical at the same time, and you get all those vertical people who are kind of forced it under their face, and all sorts of different things that can be done with lives. I'm trying to get my practice in. I enjoy it. My throat never enjoys it, but I enjoy it. Right, it's time to do it then. So, this is the Caves of Chaos. We've looked at the Wilderness section, which was underwritten. We've looked at the Keep section, which is less underwritten. And I think this is the meat. This is where all the combat is, essentially. So, let us explore the caves. We need to look at that. Okay. So, in my DM guide, I did point out, it's not out yet, I did point out that it's a weird way to lay out the cave systems, because the players obviously don't see this. And when you walk in from the right, if you walk straight forward, you go into a level 3 cave, and a level 1 to the one side, a level 2 here. It's just, you very much could be level 1 and walk into a death situation. And I was trying to weigh up to myself whether it'd be a good idea to have all the low levels be level 1 and the next level up level 2 and the next level up level 3, but then I convinced myself that that's not right either, is it? It's not a video game, and we like our D&D worlds to be much more alive. And the players wouldn't know, the characters wouldn't know where they were going in the cave. So if they walk into a death trap, it's tough, innit? Anyway, let me know what games you have been playing, what you're running at the moment, or playing in. I hope you're getting a game, because not everyone gets a game, do they? So yeah. These caves, they're in a certain order in the book. Kobold Lair is the first one we come to. If we look straight at the map. Now, and these are really nice maps in physical form that you get in the box. You get every cave. And there's, I don't know if there's quite 10, but yeah. Being able to place your minis on here and these little tiles, like a pit trap, and your kobolds there. It's really good. They don't give away maps in, you know, Tyranny of Dragons or whatever. I've got a Ravenloft and Rime of the Frostmaiden game on for today. Ravenloft, like the old version Ravenloft, because you didn't put Curse of Strahd. And Rime of the Frost Maiden, that's Icewind Dale, isn't it? Is that right? That's the one I haven't played, the Rime one. People say it's good. Oh, you might be in the Slice of Scott. You might be the people who tell me it's good in the comments. Well, yeah, 2 games. Are you playing in both, or are you just running one and playing in the other? And the comments will be quite delayed if you do answer me. So yeah, these maps though in physical form are really, really nice, and I'd like them in future. They should come with books when you get your modules, like Castle. Imagine having Castle Ravenloft, you know, in Strahd, but a full-size map. That would be absolutely awesome. What does Slice of Scott say? I'm doing a thing where I started using AD&D Ravenloft Adventures, then transition to Curse of Strahd, and then we'll branch out to other domains of dread. I DM both. Okay, full-on proper DM. Well, respect Slice of Scott. Because it's work, isn't it? It's a lot of work, but it's work that we do enjoy, otherwise I guess we wouldn't do it. So let's look at this kobold lair. And if you do comment in a second, I'm not going to see it for a few minutes because I'm going off the page that you're seeing. Okay. 10 feet high ceilings, yeah. Bit of littered with gnawed animal bones and junk because kobolds are nasty little critters. Or scruffy, I'm trying to say. So we know there's a pit trap. Let's go to oh yeah. This is it. Entrance. There's a pit trap. Covered with a dirty cloth. But it seems like it's got a really low chance of being hidden. A character who examines the trapped area easily discovers the pit. I suppose that's if they don't just walk in. But you've got this guard that is just over the way who, if they fall into this pit, comes forwards and leans over, and it sort of says they're indifferent to the players anyway. So you've got a lot of adventurers come in your cave, fall in your trap, and this dude has a bit of a conversation with them. It says things like this, look. The character amuses the kobold with a jaunty tune. When's that going to come up? That seems pretty unlikely. Flick back to the comments. Scott, indeed a lot of work, but worth it, yeah. Yes, it's a lot of work. Anyone else watching? Let me know what you are playing or running. While I go back to this. Yeah, this is a starter set. Oh yeah, the kobold leans into and tells the things, oh, you can walk around our cave if you want, but watch out for the many legs. Sort of up there. And they are in a 2 centipedes in a den. The kobolds are scared of them because they're nasty things. So, yeah, they're in heaps of waste. And what are the stats? If I look at the stats, do you see the stats? Or have I gone away? Oh, no, you see them. AC 14. Okay, they're not actually that big on hit points. When it said giant, I thought could be nasty. Average health, average hit points. What am I trying to say? Average damage of 4. And you are poisoned. Immediately poisoned. First sort of room. Area 4 is a common room. So they're here arguing from this place, and there's 5 kobold warriors all debating over a dragon that they've got. Yes, that's correct. They've nicked an egg. Where is this dragon? Here. And it's hatched. It's a dragon wormling. It's a copper dragon. So obviously they're meant to be, you know, kind of nice. But if you attempt to take from its hoard, it'll have your hand off. What's their moves? Is it acid? Acid breath. Oh, it's got slowing breath as well. Yes. 18 acid damage on a level 1. I mean, even on a level 3, that's nasty. I guess you don't take from its hoard. But players, you know, half speed. It's pretty nasty. Yeah. 2 kobolds attempt to comfort the copper dragon, and the players get a chance to try and comfort it. And then it does say that the copper dragon itself will ask the players whether or not it should stay here with the kobolds or go try and find its parents. I don't know. It's a weird call. I wouldn't know what to say. But this is the first sign that there is a dragon of some sort in this adventure, which is what we need, isn't it? Most people, new players, will be looking to have a dragon in it. I mean, the cave system is the dungeon aspect, so shove a dragon in there. I think there's a proper red dragon. No, a small red dragon later on. So that's just one. That's the first cave they come to. And then they're not linked up, these caves. They're all separate. And you get a map, physical map. So, cool. So, it says here in this mephit layer, you can add giant centipedes like we just had. Or you can remove some of the things if you need to. You walk in this cave. Let's look at the map. Into B1. Looks like an arrow slit straight opposite. Water spewing in. So that's what they'd noticed. Then they get like options. They don't know where this goes until they go down it. Obviously, we have maps that are real player version. Yeah, you can see that. So yeah, we'd have the clear version, but having it on a table helps because the players can see kind of how the rooms are laid out. So yes, an arrow slit. Is there anyone behind it? No. The slit begins to vent harmless steam as the steam mephit looks at them. That's good, I like that. Presumably they'll just fire straight through it. The what the hell is that? Ballistraria. B2, what's a ballistraria? No idea. Defenders can watch the cave entrance from the alcove. Yes, the steam mephit is there. Another indifferent creature, but defends itself in combat. Nice new mephit art. Mephits detonate, don't they, on 0 health? Or they used to. Death burst. Yeah. Explodes when it dies. Another thing to half their speed. And average of... very little damage. Unless it crits, I suppose. So it can... it spits its cone of harmless steam and snickers at their reaction. Okay, so it gives them a bit of a scare. And it tries to lure them back to B6 to be ambushed by the Kuatoa. B6. So it tries to pull them to there. Okay. Oh yeah, these pawns here are what they're doing. Got treasure at the back and seemingly a mimic. So, prison cells. 4 cold cells line the wall of this chamber, which are unlocked and devoid of valuables. I'd probably put something in it, which is that, B3. Alright. Oh yeah, I see him now. So it is like being in, in an underground dungeon crawl. But who's really built proper prison cells in a cave? But anyway, yeah, it would be nice if they're all linked up, but it's not. You go in one, you go in another, you go in another. And the idea is that they go back to the keep to rest and replenish whatever they need. I just don't think they would. Not my players. Maybe not your players. Let me know, do you think your players would be up for travelling back to the keep every time? Or would they just do as many caves as they could in one go? Maybe your players are more defensive than mine. We've got a cobwebbed weapon rack and some rusty armour, so that's useless. Yeah, none of it's salvageable. Well, it's not that interesting then, is it? Flooded room. We know there's a steam method in it. It's difficult terrain. Okay. And this is the old barracks with 2 Kuatoa marauders. These are hostile. So the steam methods aren't right bothered, but the Kuatoa... what do they want? Maybe we'll find out why. AC 12. 22 average health. Okay, these are meaty, and there's 2 of them. See, that could be the end of your players. Right there. Which is why they need to really think about what they're doing. Broken fountain. Unless it was drawn elsewhere, steam method lurks in the fountain. I guess if you attack one steam method, they all kind of gang up. So yeah, there's a chest, it's a mimic. Got ya. That's fine. Start a set. You expect that sort of classic move. Doesn't really say what the mimic, what the Kuatoa actually want. They hope to capture them alive and hold them in a cell. But for why? Why do they want to do that? Oh, I like the claw, crab claw on the end of the... Oh, and then like some sort of tail stinger. That's cool. Yes, very good. Nothic lair. Okay, Nothics. Look at that art, brilliant. These are little mind speakers, aren't they? An evil wizard used these caverns to conduct foul experiments. The last of these destroyed the wizard's memory and transformed her into a Nothic. So, yeah, it's a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. You can add Sturges, or you can remove the animated flying sword as the scene unravels. Let's look at the map first. Okay, so these maps are getting bigger, aren't they? So you go in and there's some weird room here. Looks like tables, bookshelves, because it is a wizard study. Big pawn monster here. And kind of a caged area. Yeah, this is quite, because it used to be a wizard's place, this is pretty full on. So, symbols etched into the cave entrance. Is it an explosive room? They have no effect. The rooms are unfinished. Ooh. So we could put something on the... what is it? Glyph of warding is what I'm trying to think of. Some sort of trap spell to sort of teach them that, well, these are what wizard types do. But this is a corrupt wizard, they'll find out. If you've got new players, they have no idea about these things and we have to teach them, don't we? What to expect. Chests can be mimics, etc. So C2 to the left was a ritual chamber. Okay, half melted black candles, white chalk. Yeah, necromancy sort of stuff. An arcane ritual that went horribly wrong. We do also have a library. Books related to alchemy, geometry, metallurgy. They are hard to pass. What does pass mean? And none of them are valuable to the characters. Okay. Well, I don't like that either. I think if you're going to put books or a collection of books in a game, you need to be able to have books at the ready. And I have... Have I put them away? Extra book. Table Fables, you might see it on Amazon. And it has like a list of books in. So it's just, I don't know. I like them to actually have an answer when they say, what is the books I can have? What do they do? The open tome describes the Chaos Bell. The Chaos Bell is belonging to a cult, what's in this cave system. And we've already covered this in another live and in my upcoming DM guide. The bell can only be destroyed by submerging it in the sacred spring, which is in the wilderness. See Wilderness Live episode. Holloway, so it's a carrion crawler. That was what the big thing was. What's that average health? 51. That is... Jesus, if you got like 3 level 1 characters wander into this cave, which they totally could, because of the way it's laid out, that is frightening. But of course, these things can run away in fear themselves. Self-preservation of a carrion crawler might be just as important as getting the jump on these characters. Is this a magic weapon or something? No, animated flying sword. This is actually the cover of one of the cards that you get in the set. Really nice, clean text on the other side, but you know, to stick this on the DM screen with blue tack or something facing out is a real plus. So the Nothic broods over the invader in the hallway. Protecting the Nothic is an animated flying sword. There's chalkboard with formulas on it. The Nothic wants to research in peace, which it can't do as long as the carrion crawler threatens its lair. Oh. If the characters slay the carrion crawler, the Nothic offers the party the treasure in the cell. Next section. There's a key on the table. To swipe the key without the Nothic noticing, it's a sleight of hand check. Fine. So what's this treasure in the cell? A dead dude on the floor. Rotting corpse of a dwarf who came to the caves of chaos in search of riches. Died from necrotic damage. The dead explorer's belongings include 60 gold pieces. That's quite a nice handful. And a magic item. Roll on the magic items, which there is a bunch to choose from. I was quite surprised at that. Right, I've got just a storage room that obviously it's locked. That is what the key's for. Yeah, breaking it down. Thieves' tools in it. Standard. An unlocked chest against each wall has 100 gold pieces and another magic item. Wow. Let me just show you the magic items. Boots of Elvenkind, Cloak of Billowing, Cloak of Elvenkind, Clockwork Amulet, Clothes of Mending, Dread Helm, Eyes of the Eagle, +1 mace. I mean, a +1 mace at like level 1 potentially. +1 plate armor. Potion of Fire Breath. Potion of Greater Healing. +1 short bow, +1 short sword. A spell scroll of Fireball. That's what I find surprising. You don't give, you know, early players that. You're asking for trouble. Goblin Lair. Oh yes, so we're on the next one. Let's go to the map first of all. Got an entrance going the opposite way this time. Some chests up ahead. Some sort of treasure in D2. A Vinx. What the hell's a Vinx? I guess it's a person. We've got a massive spider here. Spider's web. Oh! To Cave F. This is me freshly knowing that some of them are linked. I think they should all be linked, but okay. There is some linkage. Some stone steps. And a bunch of goblins. Because it's a goblin lair. We have torches lighting up the walls in sconces. Okay, so the walls are daubed with crude paintings of grinning goblins with pointy hats. I like the fact that it gives some sort of clue to the players what is in each one, I guess. One had a wizard scrawlings and this has goblin graffiti. It says, Happy Birthday. The goblins painted the celebratory drawings. Okay, we've got a prisoner. Now, I did, in the keep section, I did mention that it would be good, in addition to what's written in the book, to have a bit of a rescue mission. And this person could be the way to tie it up. Let's find out who they are. A little help here, she squirms. Vinx is a dwarf spelunker. So she's coming looking for stolen family tapestries. She assumes the characters are... Oh, that she's a capable explorer, can fight on her own. You can cut her bonds. And she stashed another magic item at the bottom of one of the barrels before she was captured. Wow, these are going to have so many magic items in quick succession. It's ridiculous. Is that it then? No link to any story thread. That could actually work for my DM guide, but yeah, she's just another explorer on her own. No wonder she's tied up. We have a common room, heaps of soiled bedding, tables and stools, clumsily wrapped presents, and a half-eaten cake that looks like it was dropped. These goblin gifts include a bag of assorted teeth, nice, a moist wad of thoughtfully pre-tubed jerky, and a foul-smelling mushroom. The cake appears professionally baked but poorly handled. So, in one of the random encounters of the wilderness, we can come across two goblins making a crown out of mud. So I like it when we've sort of hinted at later places. That's good. It should be far more intermingled than it is written, but we can see points that we can tie together. In this rowdy chamber, a bossy goblin with a party hat and a kazoo sits on a wooden throne. There are 4 goblin warriors, all hostile to the characters. The goblin leaps from its throne and says, "This is my party. I didn't invite you." Okay. Big goblin fight. That's cool. I'm all on board for that. Okay, an influence check. You can basically give a birthday present. They're not going to give a magic item. That's ridiculous. They might give 10 gold pieces, though. Or one of the gifts that they've already seen on the tables. And they can get asked to join the party. Okay. Stashed under the throne's ragged cushion is a fine tapestry and 1 magic item. Damn. The tapestry belongs to Vinx and is worth 90 gold. If the characters give Vinx the tapestry, she gives them a magic item. Damn it. They'll be really decked up, you know, scroll of fireballs, +1 mace, +1 armour. That's just 1 character. Next. Yeah. A web's cavern, giant spider, big webs. Straightforward. Giant spider's health. 26 average. So 7 piercing, 7 poison. That's pretty nasty. That's just the average. Ogre Lair. Look at the map. This is quite a thin map. Oh, this is where the red dragon wormling is. Okay. This has got higher cave ceilings, dirt on the floor, stained with blood. That's your clue for what's in the area of players. We have flies buzzing around a rotting carcass of an unrecognisable beast. Snare trap. Be careful of the snare trap, otherwise you get hoisted 5 feet in the air. Classic. Is that? Oh, there's something just outside the door of E1 that signifies that. Secret door? Secret door? Where's this? Oh, yeah, there is. And cave, is this F? No. E. Because one of our... So, maybe they do link up far more than I thought. I have to remember that for my DM guide. It's gone up in my estimations. So yeah, usual rules for a secret door. We've got a trap outside. If the trap is triggered, it alerts an ogre who stomps to investigate. Lovely art. Again, it's the art of the card. So, thick, lumpy bearskin covers the floors of the cave. Pot-bellied giant lies on top of it, picking his teeth with a rusty sword. Ogdug, an ogre. He is initially hostile, but if they approach peacefully, he'll assume they want to hire him for work. We can hire an ogre. Big, meaty health. 13 average bludgeoning. That's pretty nasty. It would be wise to get him on side, though. So you can trick the ogre, do a dance. Why would you suddenly do a dance for an ogre? There's some very weird... I suppose it makes the point across you can do anything, no matter how ridiculous. But there's some very weird things that they think that players might do. So he's used to the people hiring him for work. His rate is 50 gold a job. First customers get a discount to half. Cindertooth, which is a red dragon wormling, gets half of Ogdug's earnings. If the party pays the ogre his asking price, he joins them for a single fight in any of the caves, except for 2 caves he says are off limits, G and K. It's good. I like that. I'm actually impressed with that. Very much like Baldur's Gate, you could hire those ogres, which I don't think ever actually went through with helping you, but I like it. So he tells them that his tragic story. He once shared a cave with his brother, Zerf, who was killed by an owlbear. Cultists later animated Zulf's half-eaten corpse, which now guards the cultists' lair. The wheel of cheese, keg of brandy, 60 gold. Cool. Then Cindertooth. In a cave, a red-scaled dragon is hostile. Let's have a look. AC 17. Alright, so here is our dragon. This is what we want. 9 average slashing plus 3 fire. Fire breath. 24 average damage to a 15-foot cone. Yeah, this is just not really made part of the story. I know it's here, but it doesn't attack the keep. It's not particularly seen fighting people in the wilderness. My DM guide will put right to that. So he demands they pay 10 gold as a tribute for trespassing. Or another persuasion check. You can flatter a dragon. So it could turn to combat or not. And then Ogdug will help. Is that right? Combat here draws the attention of Ogdug, who stomps into the area, joins the fray. At your discretion, the ogre might fight alongside the characters in hopes of claiming the dragon hoard for himself. That would be good if the players thought to make him switch sides. There's 50 gold pieces, 1 magic item. Is that it? That's not much actually for a dragon horde, is it? Wormling or not. I mean, you could give some gems. There are quite a few gems in this game. And then F. One sec. Just checking for comments. Back to the screen. Hobgoblin Lair. Does this one link up? This one links... Yeah, I thought this one... I remember D saying it linked over. The Hobgoblin Lair. This is intricate, isn't it? And again, when you've got the physical thing, it's just really... I don't know, I like it. And you get tiles of things like this to spear, barricade. It's a good set. So you might come from that side. Gelatinous cube down there. Treasure in F4. Hobgoblins, I presume. And a spiky barricade. Cave is unlit. You need dark vision. So we've got an armoured goblin warrior with red-orange skin and a bow. Halt, state your business or face the wrath of our battalion. 30 hobgoblins strong, which I imagine is a lie. Stats of a hobble-gobble. Really? Only 2d8 plus 2 health. AC 18 though. 12 slashing. Oh no. Yeah, 12 slashing damage. 5 plus 7 on a longbow. No. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so they hit hard. AC's high. But they are quite squishy, actually. The sentry is lying about how many hobgoblins remain. As ever, there's an influence action for a persuasion check. She warns the characters about the gelatinous cube coming this way. So the hobgoblin remains behind the barricades. It can blow a horn to alert the other hobgoblins. Difficult terrain. The barricade is difficult terrain. Moving through it, you take 1d6 piercing. It provides half cover. Cover's good to push on new players. Barricade has AC 15 and hit points 4. Well, it doesn't take much to smash it out then. Okay, here comes the lovely, lovely gelatinous cube. What a good picture. It takes 1 minute for it to complete a lap. So it's going around. Like a video game monster, isn't it? Some stats. AC 6, yeah. Oozes are notoriously low on AC, but health. 63 average. Speed of 15 feet, that's okay. Yeah, engulfs you. Does it burn you? Yeah, acid damage when you're inside it. Good. All the classics are here. So that's good to know. Mess hall. The hobgoblins dine in the mess hall. Spear barricades. So, dear viewer, have you, just a pause for a minute, have you actually got this starter set, or are you thinking of getting it at all? Or are you looking for the Stranger Things one, perhaps? Both of them are good. I bought both of them together. It's like 100 quid though. I know the comments are delayed if you are answering. So I'll just peek back over to the thing. Yeah, alone, hobgoblin. Fiercely defends what valuables remain. 2 others come. So there might be 3. Might be 3 in this place. The training hall is the 2 that gets called. An owl bear lurks in this cave. They really are hitting all the sort of the classics, aren't they? It's a good introduction. Then we've got, you can add zombies, you can add cultists, and the grey ooze globs, which are smaller versions of grey oozes, but just as stingy with acid. Are we in a new cave? Oh, we're in the Shunned Caves. The Shunned Caves. So you come in, up to a watery area, owlbear lurking to the left. Goes down into some sort of mausoleum or sort of thing. Beds with a load of cultists. Okay, it's cultists' lair. So, around the entrance with clues, what's in there? Gnawed bones, stench of blood. That's just to show you that the owlbear is in there. The bones bear indentations from an owlbear's toothed beak. Here we have an ooze of some sort. Yeah, the grey ooze globs. 2 of them. Nasty. Difficult terrain in the water. And inside the water, you should always check the bottom of water things, shouldn't you? Is 100 gold pieces worth of goblet. And a magic item. Of course there's a magic item in there. Tight passage. Mangled corpse of a human explorer slumped against a stalagmite. The owlbear can't fit in to get this fella. Smelly wastes, regurgitated bones, and then this fella. That's cool, isn't it? He's a cool animal. He's territorial. And how meaty are they? So 59 average health, 40 foot speed. It is like a bear. Very much so. The owlbear doesn't pursue characters or beyond a certain ledge. Okay. And then the cultists. How do the cultists survive with it? Tapestries on the walls depict evil creatures and obscene rituals. 4 humans in hooded red robes recline on beds. They're hostile towards intruders, not dressed in the cult's attire. They have a few opportunities to gain cultist robes before this encounter. You can pretend to be a cultist, want to join, or find some more cultist robes in this room. Oh, this looks good. In a crypt, that little mausoleum place we went down the stairs to, is a white life drinker. No, neither me. What is it? It is 82 average health. This is a world ender. You can only go up to level 3. So that's 88, 98, 108, 180. Nearly 100, 121 full health in my game, that. AC 14. Okay. It does have sunlight sensitivity. It makes 2 attacks. It can replace it with a life drain. Awesome. Drink life. So, God, to say it's that meaty. 6 slashing plus 4. So that's 10 average with 2 attacks. So 20, I suppose, average. Yeah, okay, that is quite meaty. And another 10 for its necrotic bow. DC 13. 6 necrotic. Reduces. Does it? The white regains hit points from you. Yeah, like it needs to do that. But it is a life drinker. That's like the unwritten boss. This really needs to have more of a story to it. It's cool though. It looks a bit Warhammer-y to me. So this used to be a cult. The cult leader. Okay. That does tie it in, actually. When he died, he rose as a cruel undead warrior. Yeah, usual. You open the lid up, you get it in your face. There's a magic item in there, of course. So yeah, that just needs more. That's just it, isn't it, though? There's no, like, story to it. It's really underwritten. But I like the idea of embellishing that to make it better. H. What have we got? H-I-J-K, yeah. H. Bugbear Lair. Coming in, let's say we go right. We've got Bugbear Warriors and Goblins. Well, yeah, they are. Of course. Same family, aren't they? 2 blocking off this chamber. Treasure. And out to the Sea Cave Eye. More linkage. So there's no clues outside, just a tunnel which goes 2 ways. The door to this makeshift war room is ajar, allowing characters to hear gruff, bickering voices. An old table, 4 upright logs. A poorly drawn map of the Borderlands covers the table. 2 bugbears looking a bit... I don't like that. Look at it. It looks really cuddly. Well, maybe not really cuddly, but... they squabble about how best to infiltrate the keep. That is good. That's a tick. So we can take that scene and actually have them trying to do that when we're playing our keep sections. One says stealthy approach. The other says hire the ogre mercenary. That would be a good scene. I'd like to play the attack. Stairway. The 2 goblins guarding that. Stairway. They attempt to scramble up the stairs and activate a rolling log trap. That's fun. A trophy room stuffed with deer heads, etc. Humanoid heads with ghastly expressions. Yeah. The skulls hide a purse containing 10 gold. Hall, animal furs serving as beds. And then a bugbear warrior is the boss of the cave, scolding 2 goblin warriors for sleeping on the job. Again, how do you deal with that situation? Deception, intimidation, persuasion. You can change the attitude to friendly. In exchange for a bribe of at least 2 gold, the goblins help the characters defeat any remaining bugbears. Interesting. There's some furs with 25 gold pieces and 1 magic item. I have never known so many magic items be in one adventure. That roll table seems like, yeah, you just get them all eventually. You get everything. Everything in the world. We just take a break to change the tune. Okay. We have the boss's chamber. Have we looked at this? We've looked at this. It's Minotaur Lair. Cave Eye. Quite squat, this one. Suggested area. Oh, okay, columns. We like columns. We like good use of cover. This looks fun. And I think there's a big beastie in here. Sea Cave H goes up from the secret door. But a secret door has to be discovered, doesn't it? So there's always that. Bones litter the dirt around the cave mouth. So a survival check notices hoof tracks left by a hulking bipedal creature. And the tracks lead west. Wait. Oh yeah, no, I thought, oh okay, yeah, sorry. Sturges, 3 Sturges asleep, hang asleep from the ceiling. The Sturges avoid the Minotaur. We've got a dim glowing emanation from the north. Presumably, potentially this giant fire beetle. 2 giant fire beetles, actually. They keep a safe distance from the Minotaur. You can tame them. A character who waves a light source at the beetle has advantage on this check. It becomes friendly. Oh, because it thinks you're a fire beetle. I get it. The beetles don't leave the cave. Hello, Minotaur maze. A hostile Minotaur of Baphomet prowls amid the columns, stamping its hooves in the dirt. Why would you take this thing on? Let's see. Yep, AC 14. That's 130 max health. It does 10 slashing plus 10 necrotic. Another 20 damaged animal. And then 18 piercing. And can do an extra 10. Doesn't it? That is, yeah, huge. So there's many a chance for these players to get absolutely annihilated. No amount of pleading, persuasion, or deceit can slake its bloodlust. 15. Secret spoils. A wooden chest sits on the floor. Contains a magic item, naturally, and 120 gold. So it's worth the risk. I like that. Risk versus reward. I'm actually impressed with these caves. What do you think? What's your impression? Because level 3, what's the average health of a level 3 character? Is it 30? I don't know. That 30 sounds high. Let me know. I'm a DM. Mind you, most of you are DMs as well. So yeah, Null. We've got a couple more left. Null there. Look at the map. Okay, another squat map. You walk in, you're filtered through to some big pile. Filtered down to, obviously looking this, there's some hostile people here. And then you end in J5 where the treasure is. Simple. Okay. That should be quite easy. Bestial, high-pitched laughter. Got Knolls, yeah. So the Knolls rigged the door with a makeshift alarm. The alarm consists of armour scraps and rusty weapons balanced atop the partly open door. Clever girl. You can search for that trap, and then it alerts the Knolls. The junk pile is what it was. The Knolls piled objects. The Knolls piled objects here to sift through later. If you increase the cave's difficulty, one or more bugbear warriors might be rummaging through the junk. It all depends on what the final boss is. The Forlorn Chapel is unfurnished. 2 tall warriors with mangy hides move about slowly. They're Gnoll warriors. Cool. If you improve its attitude, the Gnoll reveals that its pack was searching for a prize hidden in the mouth of a laughing fiend. Stone dais spans much of the south wall of the shrine. A mosaic of black and red tiles depicts the face of a laughing devil. 2 Gnoll warriors pace this chamber, frustrated in their fruitless search for treasure. The laughing devil face is an illusory wall. It looks real to the eye but has no substance. You can pass right through it. Then you get the hidden vault. Who's this fella? Just a zombie, but he looks cool. The devil's face ripples to reveal a dusty crypt. Ancient bones, rubble and stuff are on the tiled floor. Sarcophagus stands in each corner. Long ago, an evil mage, possibly the mage who became the Nothic, reanimated the corpses of 4 explorers and commanded them to guard the crypt's treasure for all eternity. If you touch anything, 4 zomboids. Among the debris is a skeleton of a human thief. He has 15 gold and a large gemstone worth 100. The chest is unlocked. It contains a magic item. Yeah. Fine. But would you be getting kind of bored of... Maybe not. Probably not. Because like I said, the idea is that you go back to the keep and rest and travel back again. So into K1, you've got looks like an ogre. Oh, the ogre guard. Is it the zombie ogre? Yeah, it is. Ogre zombie, rather. A little side room. Then filtered into a large room with the Chaos Bell. So is this... Yeah, this is the cult most area. Okay. Shadows shroud the foreboding entrance, and here is your guard. Ogre zombie. They meet it. AC 8. 85 average health. What is it? Is it slam? It slams for +6, 13 bludgeoning. No, that's not too bad. One attack. I thought it might have double attacks. Flies buzz around a groaning, slack-jawed giant, backlit by red-flamed wall sconces. 4 pillars support this empty chapel, where cultists conduct foul ceremonies. You can put more cultists in if you want. 4 zombies shamble restlessly because this cult is all about undead. So cults are indifferent to anyone wearing a cultist's robe. It gives you advantage on checks to impersonate these people. So yeah, violet drapes curtain this chamber. 3 stone altars stand before a dais, topped with 5 chairs. An ominous black bell hangs from the centre of the room. Narthus. AC 13. Health 22. Narthus chants evil litanies in this chamber. He's hostile. Even if they're garbed in cult attire, he knows every cultist. That's a good twist. If they interrupt the ritual, he decries them as blasphemers and starts combat. He tries to ring the Chaos Bell. It's a profane relic whose toll can wake the dead. As a bonus action, it rings, causing piles to knit into 4 skeletons, and also the zombies who are lingering about the place. Unsure about the comedic faces of these skeletons, but otherwise it's good. The Chaos Bell is indestructible, almost. You submerge it in the sacred spring, which we've covered. Just a chamber. The cult leader's room. Ivlis, who did secretly used to work in secret as the priest in the keep. Went on a pretend, what's the word? Sabbatical? Pilgrimage, that's the word. And actually then is seeing her real identity fulfilled. So, a ghastly demon head mounted on the wall. Kneeling before the demon is Ivlis. She pays tribute to the demon head on the wall. If confronted, she tries to tempt the party with promises of untold riches and power, claiming all things are possible. She's a Sith Lord. In combat, she sneers, doesn't hold back. If reduced to 15 hit points, she flees through a secret door. She attempts to revive the cult elsewhere. The demon head pivots to reveal a nook with 100 gold pieces and another red garnet, 100 gold pieces. 2 magic items. Secret treasure. Black chest, 300 gold. Wow. The coins are cheap counterfeits. You got me. Intended to slow greedy pursuers. A cursory examination of the coin reveals them as fakes. Oh yeah. You know what that's like? That's like when you give players some treasure and in text it says when they leave this chamber it all turns to tin, or, you know. Hang on, I can have any magic item. That seems a bit weird. Yeah, whatever you can picture, it's there. What, they've got a deck of many things? Yeah. Oh, this seems a bit suspicious. Ah, it turned to dust. I knew it would, you know, they're like that. Well, that is the end of the section. What do we think of that? There's how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. we have like a white, we have, well, an owl bear, ogres, some other things I can't remember. But yeah, these are surprisingly big enemies. And yet not included in any of the stories in the wilderness bit or the keep. You think they'd be tied in with the keep more, or there'd be like scenes where some of these things attacked the keep. I know it was hinted at, but I think I'm going to have to do a lot of work trying to force the story. The cult is the lead thing that does get mentioned all over. You know, some of the people in the keep are secretly members of the cult. They do graffiti around the temple, so that's a sign that someone in the keep is still a cultist. Yeah, I'm just surprised that there's not more being done in the written book itself. But I also struggle to think, well, is it better that a new player, a new DM, doesn't have to take in all these story information and make sure they get nothing right? It's just, yeah, my players just want to roll some dice, hit some goblins, and learn about, you know, D&D and monsters along the way. That also makes sense. So, have any of you bought it, and have any of you played it, or do you plan on playing it? Because I don't think I'll be playing it. That's the weird thing. Unless I get some new players, but I just don't think it's a go-to for me to run this adventure. Now, normally when I get a module, I'm desperate to run it. But if I was going to run anything, it'll be the Hellfire Club box set. Oh yeah, the Hellfire Club box is out. Proper release on Tuesday of next week. And I guess when I get the PDF, if all goes to plan, next Sunday, we will be looking at these each Sunday. So, come back for that. I really appreciate you dropping it in the live stream. Thank you so much. I presume your viewers, thank you so much. And I'm out of here. See you next Sunday, hopefully. Thank you.